Hello guys, and welcome back to the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone 100% walkthrough for the PlayStation 2. It's Christmas at Hogwarts, and it's a night mission, which means that this part is going to be a really exciting part. Hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. But it's time for a little cutscene.
Happy Christmas! You too. Will you look at this? I've got some presents. What did you expect? Turnips? If that's what I think it is, they're really rare and really valuable. What is it? It's an invisibility cloak. I'm sure it is. Look, Hedwig is back. She has a message from Hermione. Read it, Harry.
Merry Christmas, Harry. Merry Christmas, Ron. Ever since Hagrid mentioned Nicholas Flamel, I've been trying to find out who he is. I've been wondering for a while if information about Flamel isn't somewhere in the restricted section of the library. Unfortunately, you need a specially signed note from one of the teachers to look in any of the restricted books, and I know you'll never get one. I think there's a book called A Study of Recent Developments in Wizardry in there that might give us a clue to who he is. You will keep looking while I'm away, won't you? And send me an owl if you find anything. See you soon, Hermione.
So we have to find a book called The Recent Developments in recent time or something like that. I couldn't really catch that. So we have to go to the restricted section of the library to find it. But we're going to return the missed item.
Dragonhide gloves. Have a wizard card.
So we get another gift card for getting the lost items, which we got house points like we did in Prisoner of Azkaban on PlayStation 2. But it's still quite nice to get
Hermione
cards.
said we need to find that book. A study of recent developments in wizardry. In the restricted section of the library. I've heard there are books in the restricted section containing powerful dark magic never taught at Hogwarts.
So it's called A Study of Recent Developments in Wizardry. And that is what we're going to find in the restricted section of the library. And that is pretty much what the whole night mission consists of, going to the library and trying to find the book. But as probably many of you know, because I keep talking about how much I love it, the night missions in the library is always my favorite parts of the Harry Potter games. They're mostly in Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, though. They're not in Prisoner of Azkaban. Some of them are, but that's not a night mission. So this part is going to be really exciting. I've actually been looking forward to this a lot. So this part is going to be really fun, I'm hoping, to do. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it as much as I'm sure I will. So this part is going to be a great part. And the library is just up here.
Harry, the book we're looking for is usually only read by older students studying advanced defense against the dark arts. I hope Madam Pince isn't in the library. Maybe you should try out the cloak. You'll be able to go in the restricted section without being seen. I'll meet you in the common room later.
It would have been quite silly to try and go into the library without using your new invisibility cloak, when you can go invisible. So that's why we're putting it on.
What on earth was that? I have you.
And you have to be really careful because this is when the sneaky bits in the games happen.
Hey, you!
And don't move too quickly because they'll all hear you, like they're doing now. Just be very, very careful. And don't rush the sneaking, just take your time and do your best, kind of. Maybe try and fire a spell if you want to. You can try that out if you want. You might we might have sting pellets and dung bombs as well, and they're quite helpful to distract the prefects around. And if you get caught, I think you will lose house points.
What's going on
Gryffindor's
here?
house points, so don't get caught, because every Gryffindor will hate you for that.
There's someone down here.
There's someone down here. Don't come around here. I remember when I was a kid and playing this game, it was always really, really hard. But as I've gotten older, it's gotten easier, which is great. I actually got past this bit quite quickly, and here's Mr. Filch. Oh no, so I think we better get out of here quickly before Mr. Filch gets here. Mr. Filch will always find you, even though you're invisible, he will find you. So don't get close to him, because then when he like senses that you're around, he'll run to you, and then he'll catch you, very much. So be careful. And here's a folio brutai. It's for flying books. Yeah, flying books. That is actually what we're going to meet here in the library. Surprise, surprise. Here's the golden chest. So we're just quickly going to pick up the wizard card before we move on. Is this Dimphna Firmage or something like that? I can't really remember. Let's see. No, it's Perpetua Fancourt, who invented the sneakoscope. I think it was the sneakoscope. And now these bookshelves are blocking our way back. So we have no other choice than to continue. And here you can see the flying books. Now we get into this amazing, amazing room in the library. I would die. I would kill to have a library like this. This is like amazing. I absolutely love libraries and I love books. And I wish I had this library like a lot. But enough of that. What we're supposed to do now is that we're going to climb to the top of the room. Yep, that's what we're going to do. And it's quite high up. But I did do this quite quickly actually, which I was quite surprised at. Now think about poor Madam Pins when someone says that they need a book, and that book is on the top of the room. What does she have to do? She has to climb all the way up. Maybe she takes a secret way or something. But imagine poor Madam Pins. And she's not young either, so just think about that. But obviously the library is not like this in the books, but even though the libraries in the games are amazing, really great. It's great in Chamber Secrets as well. It's actually the same. And also in Philosopher's Stone on the PC, which was the first walkthrough that I ever did on my channel. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it. And I don't commentate in it, so. But yeah, there's a great library in that game as well. And that part of the game, in Philosopher's Stone on the PC, it's the best part of the game, hands down. And now we got to the top, and we're going to go through this door. Here are just 2 chests with some health in it, so if you need health, then get it. I only need to go in that first one, so I'm not going to open the second one. Just yet, that is. Might need it later. And we come out here.
Second floor, reading room, past the library and into the annex, through portrait. Got it.
And now we get into this second part of the library. Well, another part of the library. And there's 2 ghosts here. So we have to take them out with Lumos before we do anything else. And sorry if you can hear like background noises in the background. It's because there's some building and road work going on outside my room. So it's quite noisy outside. So you have to excuse that. Hopefully it's going to be alright though, and you don't mind it too much. And there, down. And here we get Spongify tiles. Spongify tiles in the library. That's a new one. And we're going to jump up here. Now we're going to go in this chest.
Stink
And what we're going to get is stink pellets. So that's really cool. So now I have stink pellets. We can use them to distract like prefects and stuff. So it's good that we get it now. Now we're actually very close to getting the book, The Study of Recent Developments in Wizardry. Now there's a prefect down here, so be careful. No, the prefect is not here, but it's on the other side of the room. The two sides are very similar though, so that's why I did that mishap. Now we get one of these. We actually haven't seen these since we were at Ollivander's, which was the first part. So now they're back. You probably remember how to defeat them. Well, do them. Just cast a Flipendo at the Flipendo shield. Like so. And the bookcase will open like that. So you can go through it. And there is a prefect here. So be careful. It's just like a random prefect, but it's very hard to get caught by. There it is. Yeah, it's very hard to get caught and very easy to avoid getting caught. And here's Gargoyle. So we're going to get our Lumos and use Lumos. And then these platforms will appear, which is the way to go to get the book. The book is pretty much on the top of those platforms, well, the way that the platforms lead to. That's where the book is. So yeah, climb up, and the books are flying. And here's the book. The Study of Recent Developments in Wizardry is now ours. And the bookcase is open as well, which the ones that close themselves. So now we can get back. I don't really need the health, so I didn't really have to get it, but I did get it. Now we're going to drop down here. So now we pretty much got the book. Look at those amazing windows. Like at the end there, the library is just amazing. It's to die for. So now that we've got the book, we'll have to make our way out of the library. So this part is already gone pretty quickly, which is sad because I want to continue with the library. Now there's a shortcut, and now we got the invisibility cloak on. We're going to equip the dung buns and the stinky pellets, just because we might need to use them when we're trying to get past the prefects. So we'll just use them. And we get out here. And then we're going down to this shortcut, and then we're going into the sneaking bits again. Now there is a cut right here, and that is because I actually failed like 2 times. It was really embarrassing, and I didn't actually move much. So I just decided that I would cut it out to save a little bit of time so I could get all of this in one part. I just thought I'd do that. And there's Mr. Filch. Be very, very careful. And also Mrs. Norris, Mr. Filch's cat, as every one of you know, is around here as well. So I have to be very careful. So I'm just going to go over it here and run past. Just run down here, and there's Mr. Filch's cat, Mrs. Norris. She's gone past, and there's another prefect blocking our way. But we got past. And then that's only one more little sneaking bit left, as you remember. But this one is very easy to get past. I pretty much just run, and this prefect never notices me. So I just go out of the library. And now we've got the book, and we've also escaped the library. And Harry is very satisfied.
What?
Wandering around at midnight, Ickle thirsty? Tut, tut, tut. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty. What's that you got there, Potter?
Peeves, please.
Let me see it.
Give it here. It doesn't belong to you.
So now Peeves has just stolen this the study of recent developments in Wizardry. Peeves, Peeves, Peeves. We don't see Peeves often in this game, so it's actually quite nice to see him. Yeah. It's kind of like Chase. And yeah, it's a very boring chase compared to the chase that is in Philosopher's Stone on PlayStation 1. And if you want to see that game, like a Let's Play of it, then I've got one on my channel, so go watch it. He's gone now into the 5th floor, the non-magical studies, and we haven't been in here before, so we're going to go in and follow him more. There he is, look at him, and he's going into that classroom. So now we're going to follow him in, and we're going to try and get back our study of recent developments in Wizardry book.
Here, have it. Didn't want it anyway.
Mom! Dad!
So, you, like hundreds before you, have discovered the delights of the Mirror of Erised.
I didn't know it's called that, sir.
Can you think what the Mirror of Erised shows us all?
Well, it shows me my family.
Let me give you a clue. The happiest man on earth would look into the mirror and see only himself exactly as he is.
So then, it shows us what we want. Whatever we want.
Yes and no. It shows us nothing more or less than the deepest and most desperate desires of our hearts. You, Harry, you have never known your family. You see them standing beside you, but remember this, Harry. This mirror gives us neither knowledge nor truth. Men have wasted away in front of it, even gone mad. That is why tomorrow it will be moved to a new home. And I must ask you not to go looking for it again. It does not do to dwell on dreams, Harry, and forget to live. I think I should take this for now, lest it get you into trouble. Now, why don't you get off to bed?
That is an amazing cutscene. So that is the end of the part. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next part, part 15, when we will start the next day at Hogwarts. See you then.